Have you ever wondered how wildlife thrives in the seemingly inhospitable environment of Chernobyl's exclusion zone? This is a story of resilience and adaptation that begins with one of the most catastrophic nuclear disasters in history. The year was 1986, when Chernobyl's Reactor 4 exploded, spewing a radioactive cloud over a vast expanse, leading to the creation of the exclusion zone. The initial impact on wildlife was devastating, with many species suffering from the acute effects of radiation. In the face of adversity, life found a way to thrive. Today, this radiated wilderness is teeming with a diversity of creatures, from wolves and bears to birds and insects, each carving out an existence in a world marked by humanity's technological failure. Against all odds, the exclusion zone has become an unexpected haven for wildlife. So what is it about this radioactive landscape that allows such a vibrant ecosystem to persist? Let's delve deeper. Contrary to expectations, Chernobyl's exclusion zone is not a barren wasteland but a thriving ecosystem. When we think of Chernobyl, images of a desolate, radiated landscape may come to mind. Yet, remarkable as it may seem, the exclusion zone teems with life. From the silent prowling wolves and lumbering bears to the soaring birds and industrious insects, each species paints a vibrant stroke on this unexpected canvas of biodiversity. Even more surprising is the sheer abundance of these species. Wolves in this region, for instance, are 7 times more populous than in comparable reserves. Birds too display a surprising array of species, from the common sparrow to the rare black stork. And yet it's not just about the numbers. The diversity of life forms here is astounding, with a wide range of animals coexisting, each carving out its own niche in this unusual habitat. But the question remains, how have these animals adapted to survive in such a radioactive environment? Survival in Chernobyl's exclusion zone is a testament to the power of nature. In this radioactive wilderness, life has found a way to endure and even thrive, confounding the expectations of many. Take for instance the tree frog. Amazingly, these frogs have developed a darker color skin. The frogs now produce more melanin, which gives the frogs a darker, almost blackish color compared to their usual vibrant green. Melanin is a protectant from higher levels of radiation. Melanin, being responsible for the color change, is also an inheritable trait that can be passed down from generation to generation. It is now shown in over 20 generations of frogs since the accident. Chernobyl's exclusion zone continues to be a living laboratory for studying wildlife adaptation and resilience. Researchers and scientists from around the world have made it their mission to understand how animals and plants are surviving and even thriving in this unique environment. Despite the harsh reality of the zone's history, it has become a beacon of hope, demonstrating the incredible tenacity of life. For decades, these studies have been ongoing, encompassing a wide range of species, from the smallest insects to the largest mammals. These investigations have revealed fascinating insights into the biological mechanisms that allow these creatures to cope with radiation. Some species, it seems, have developed remarkable adaptations, while others appear to have a natural resilience to the conditions. But the story of Chernobyl's wildlife is far from over. The Przewalski horse, for example. This endangered breed of horse became all but extinct near the middle of the 20th century. In 1998, 30 of these horses were released into the exclusion zone as an act of preservation for the species. The horses survived and now number around 150 individuals. Under the right conditions, it is possible for the herd to increase their numbers to over 300, and possibly even 500 individuals. The zone, once a symbol of a catastrophic human-made disaster, has become a symbol of something else entirely. It is now a testament to life's ability to adapt and survive against all odds. In the radioactive wilderness of Chernobyl, life finds a way. Let's take a closer look at some of the different species that have made Chernobyl's exclusion zone their home. Despite the radiation, the wolf population in the exclusion zone is thriving. Researchers have found that their numbers are 7 times higher than in comparable reserves. This could be due to the lack of human interference and hunting, allowing the wolves to reclaim their territory and flourish. Then there are the bears. For the first time since the disaster, bears have been spotted in the zone. It's a heartening sign that even large mammals can find a way to survive in such conditions. Birds, too, have shown remarkable resilience. Certain bird species have developed smaller brains, a likely adaptation to cope with the radiation. This change doesn't seem to have affected their survival rates, suggesting that they've found a way to live with their new reality. Insects present another fascinating case. Many, like butterflies, have been seen in numbers, fluttering around in the spring sunshine. Wildlife is everywhere within the exclusion zone of Chernobyl. If you keep your eyes and ears open, mammals and insects are all around at all times of the day, living and surviving in a quiet, human-free sanctuary created on accident by human carelessness. Despite the disaster that took place in Chernobyl, nature is reclaiming its place and life has found a way to prosper in an extreme and harsh environment. Stay curious, keep exploring, and that is a fact of that.